Continuing our orientation, multiple choice. If you don't have a microphone, you should not worry about it. Use the texting tool the whole time instead. Arrange to buy or borrow one, or ask your teacher to call on your cell phone during every class so that we can talk that way instead. The correct answer is C, arrange to buy or borrow one. Remember, if you need to borrow something, you'll need to let me know, and I can send you the directions and the address to our office. Or, I guess technically I could also pony something in a box to your base school, but that usually takes a week for your guidance counselor to receive it. Taking assessments, they are closed book for all the tests. Please do not use your notes, textbook, internet, or get help from another person. Never cut and paste anything to a test. You'd be surprised how many people do this, and it actually shows up. You'll notice the text boxes on your essay questions are kind of a gray background. They're not perfectly white. If you copy and paste into those, they are highlighted in white when we get them as a white background on the gray background of the test. Please, please, please don't do that. If you get caught cheating in the online class, that means you are going to have to take all of the assessments face-to-face, or you have to be returned to your base school to take them all, the entire class there. You won't be allowed to do the online course. Please don't stop once you start. An idle assessment will time out. They are all time limited. Don't minimize and do something else. Please don't instant message or text or do anything else during the middle of your test. Always record answers and work on paper. If for some reason there's a technology glitch, if you have your recorded work on your paper, you can take a snapshot of that and send it to me and say, please, please reset me. I swear I was doing my work, and see what I've done. Please don't start a test or an assessment in the middle of a storm. Obviously, if there's a storm going on, I'm going to know this, but you can remind me, hey, I don't think I can start this tonight. Our power's been flickering, things like that, and please just don't start it. I obviously would give you an extension with no penalty to take it the next day. If, for some reason, there is a significant discrepancy of 2-letter grades or more between the quality of your online work and how you perform at the face-to-face quarter exams, midterms, and finals, you will be forced to take the remainder of your tests face-to-face. This kind of defeats the purpose of getting to take a course online. So please, please don't use any notes on your quizzes and tests. On your assignments, on your homework, all of that, please do use your notes. Please do look things up if you're not sure. But on the quizzes and tests, you're not allowed to use any resources or any people to help you. So true or false, it's okay to minimize an assessment and work on something else. The correct answer is false. If you're working on something else, it's going to time out on you. If you press the back button on your browser, it's going to submit your quiz or test. There are 5 required face-to-face exams, the quarter 1, 2, and 3 exams, and the final exam are the course grades, and those all occur at the Sprague Center. The AP exam is mandatory for all students signing up for an AP course, and these are going to be at your base school. Please be sure to bring a photo ID to these tests. Grading policies. Grades are determined by total points, so at any point in time you're going to view your grades. You can see the points that are possible, and you can add up all the points that you have and consider how many points were possible. So 47 points possible, and then you can look at your grade and see how many points total you have, and you can figure out your percentage. Always check the Blackboard gradebook. Yes, the 6th gradebook does become live for parents and students on September the 19th. However, everything that gets graded, your feedback will be right here in the View Grades. So if I had graded something here, I could click on that, and it would open up your submission, and it would open up any feedback I've typed on your submission or I've handwritten on your submission. For some of these, I can give comments and write on them. So if I've circled something and said you particular thing you need to work on, please review those. Late work is awarded for up to 20% deduction each week that is late, up until the end of the unit or end of the quarter, whichever comes first. If the unit has ended or the quarter has ended, there is no way that you're going to be allowed to go back and work on those assignments. Weekly progress reports will be sent by email automatically by the SIS gradebook, but that's only going to give you a letter grade. So you will also want to look for the progress reports coming directly from SIS as well, but those from me, that will be a progress report instead of just that letter grade that will tell you how you're doing on each assignment. But again, the Blackboard gradebook is live all the time with the feedback. Each grade for each quarter, including the quarter exams, will be put into those quarter grades, are a fifth or 20% of your overall grade. The final exam itself is also 20% of your overall grade. The FCPS grading scale will be used to convert all percentages to letter grades. True or false? The quarter exams are taken online. False. Quarter exams are taken at the Sprague Center. True or false? The AP exam will be given at your base school. True. All exams like that are not allowed to be proctored by your actual teacher. So even if you were taking calculus at your base school calculus teacher would never be allowed to proctor your AP exam. The final exam counts only 10% of your final grade. That's definitely false. It's 20%. You are required to attend the class or submit a written summary is absolutely true. But again, that does not mean that you can just opt every week to do a written summary. It means only with prior approval and only as an exception do you plan to miss that chat. Okay, attendance reminders. Please make sure you stay on track, that you must be active in the course every week. We can log into Blackboard and see exactly what you've clicked on and exactly how much time you spent on it and exactly how long it took you to take a quiz. I can even tell how long you spent on each question on the quiz. 5 days is a warning in writing. 10 days and we contact your base school, mail a letter home, mail a letter to your counselor, and you get an email warning. If you are inactive in the course for any combination of 15 days, you are removed from the course and sent back to the base school. Very much like if you did not attend your base school for 15 days straight, they would disenroll you. Well, in order to receive credit for the online course, if you've missed more than 15 days, you aren't hitting the mandatory hours to actually qualify to receive credit. So by Virginia state law and FCPS regulation, it is not negotiable that if you miss 15 days of class, they're going to remove you from the course. Always ask for help. Please don't just sit there and stay stuck. If you don't understand something, ask me, email me, call my office line. If for some reason you simply are having trouble with the technology, ask me, email me, call me. Don't leave it where you just don't understand. Try to set yourself up on some sort of schedule so that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're doing self-checks and using flashcards. By Thursday, you're ready for the chat, that you understand or you think you understand all the material and you're ready to participate. Or if you don't understand, that you're ready to ask good questions. Okay, and then on Thursday we have our chats. Typically on Friday, Saturday you're taking quizzes or tests. There are a few Monday, Tuesday ones, but we are trying to review before you do those. Don't get behind. Very much like if you were doing dishes or laundry, if you put one bowl in the sink and wash it, not a big deal. If you let a week's worth of dirty laundry and dishes pile up and then you've got hours and hours worth of it to do, then it becomes a chore and it's less of just something that you're doing and staying on top of. Please don't panic. Technology is definitely going to challenge us at times. There are going to be times where things don't work the way that you thought they would. Please don't let this let you panic. Just call or email and we'll see if we can get you back on track with everything and get everything working. Okay, for technology assistance, your first line of attack should be to contact your base school SBIT. That's your school-based technology specialist. Every base school has at least one, if not two, at the secondary schools. School-based technology specialists, that their only job is to help the teachers and the students get their technology working. That's all they do. They do some training on how to use software, but it's all directly for teachers and for students. Contact your teacher or call the online campus number. For Blackboard Collaborate only, just with that one particular tool, they have an amazing helpline where they will walk you through with your computer and make that work amazingly. We've got such great results for them. So that's for that one particular item. It wouldn't be for any of the things that are inside the 24/7 learning for your quizzes or tests. Okay, so I want to take a look at the course now. So inside the course, you're going to see the announcements is the first thing. Notice the dates of your face-to-face exams. These are mandatory. And the date of your AP exam. The textbook pages are here. However, I do link them directly from inside your assignment, but if you're ever looking for the chapter pages or the solutions manual, those are both posted. Inside the assignment modules, for example, let's look at your limits and continuity. You'll notice that sometimes the flash videos that are trying to load as an embedded don't load as well. They're a little slow, but you can always open the video file directly.
You may have heard a lot of talk about limits.
And learn your video lessons that way. So as you go through, you can tab through here or here. To go through, you'll see that you should be doing a couple of videos, maybe one, maybe two for a lesson. Then you have textbook assignments. With the textbook assignments, all textbook assignments are kept in your notebook and they're checked at the face-to-face exams for accuracy and completion. The pages that correspond to this particular section are posted here as a link so you don't have to go search for them. And the solutions for that unit are also posted so that you don't have to go search for those either. Okay, then if you were going through and doing some of the assignments are going to be assignments you have to upload. So for this limits graphically assignment, you're going to see the assignment here as a PDF. You're going to open that PDF. You're going to print the PDF. You're going to write your answers in the spaces. You're then going to either take a picture or scan to a PDF. And then you're going to browse your computer to upload that. Now, in order to turn your cell phone picture, if that's the way that you're going to do them, your cell phone pictures have to be turned into PDFs. You can use the CAM scanner for your homework to upload. So if you take a picture with your phone, please try to take them all right side up. A lot of you have been doing them upside down lately. Take them right side up so I can give you feedback. Take the picture and then you can turn multiple pictures. You can combine them all into one single PDF. And then you're going to save that by emailing it to yourself. And then you can upload that saved PDF as your assignment. Okay, so that was leaving us here at limit loss. It's going to ask me if I really want to leave, and I do. I'm not going to submit anything. Okay, so again, you're going to go through the videos. If they don't open embedded, just click on the link and open them in a new browser. You're going to work textbook assignments to save in your notebook. Don't upload these. And then you typically have another assignment following that up that you're going to print out and work by hand and then upload as a PDF, either scanned or using the CAM scanner. Okay, there are quizzes and tests. Be sure when you get to a quiz or a test that you read the directions. Okay, so if I were to click to launch the quiz or test, what it shows here, I want to make sure I read the directions before I start. So if I were to click to launch this, before I begin, because these are timed, it says you have 45 minutes to complete it, and it gives you some information about how you're going to have to submit one of the questions. So before you begin, realize that you're not going to be able to have a second chance if you click to begin this and aren't really ready. So make sure you understand how to do these and how to submit. I did put a practice math editor discussion board here so that you can go in and practice entering things. So all you have to do is simply create your own thread, or you can respond to mine if you would like to click on my thread and simply reply to what I did. And this is just kind of jumbled. It's nothing. It doesn't really mean anything here. I can simply reply though, and that would give me an opportunity to go in and make sure I can see, using this chevron, the function editor. If you're in Internet Explorer, it typically does not open the virus editor correctly. So you're going to want to do your tests and quizzes in Firefox because you're not going to get resets more than 3 times the entire year because you failed to use the correct browser. Okay, so make sure you're doing your tests and quizzes in Firefox so that this virus editor will open correctly. And then you can practice going through. You're going to want 1, 5, and 9. 1, 5, and 9. 1, 5, and 9. And we're going to find most of what you want. It has your derivatives. You can press enter and get the next line. It has limit. I like this top limit to infinity, even though I'm really not always going to infinity, because then I can just type over that. It's easier than trying to find the arrow all the time. So if I use this one, now I have to do the X. I have to go try to find the arrow, which is in here somewhere, and it's a little harder. So I like to instead just use 1, 5, and 9. And I like to just use this one because I can always type over. and change the letters that I'm using. So 1, 5, and 9, I can do fractions.